It's a little bit cool, but other than that, it's a pretty morning. I was up at 6, and it's about 20 after 7 now, ready to get going. I looked at the map. It's more like 6 miles to the trailhead, and reports from a week ago said that it was a slog through snow. So let's hope a lot of that melted. I think I can make that hop. Came from that way, just been pretty much shady tunnel, green tunnel. Going that way. I just like these little meadows. Came from over there. I know video doesn't really convey just how far down that goes. And you get used to seeing these big root balls. But hiker for scale. And the giant hole they leave whenever they fall over. Anyway, going that way. A little bit of uphill went by easy. Hopefully the uphill later today will go too. I like bridges. They're good for whenever you want to get across something. And this stream doesn't look impressive unless you can see just how deep and clear that is. I'd say that's 3 foot deep right there. Can you read that? There you go. So that's the PCT. Goes by Red Meadow. It's busted up, but this is the pass. Mammoth Pass and Horshoe Lake. So that's the way I'm going. Don't know if I mentioned it, but the road to Red's Meadow is closed except for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is Wednesday. So, I'd rather go to town, get my stuff done, and then come back. There's another bridge out. So, the shuttle up there will let you bypass it. I don't know if it's a free shuttle. I'll figure it out. So, there's 2 paths that run over Mammoth Pass. This is the one that I was originally going to take. I think it defaulted to that whenever I was making my route because it's like maybe a mile shorter. But comments say that it's got a lot of blowdowns and bushwhacking. And you can see that it's not nearly as well traveled as this one. And I just talked with some other hikers, looked at the elevation profile. I think I'm going to take the trail more traveled. Another great big trees down. And I think this is where you're supposed to be able to look and tell if it was a boy tree or a girl tree. Just spent a few minutes. Had cell signal, checking messages and checking your comments. I really appreciate the comments. Everybody's very supportive. After I enjoy checking the messages from my family and friends, I really enjoy reading the comments that you guys leave for me. Again, looking at it on the screen, I don't think that the video conveys just how big these trees are. And I am so happy for the trail crews that clear the blowdowns. So the snow is starting in patches. Not icy, but not very slushy yet either. Kind of just firm. So got a few miles to go. Well, my SD card just filled up. So all you've missed was like a clip or two of just big trees laying down and snow, patches of snow. I am starting the uphill towards Mammoth Pass, and it doesn't look too steep. It's like a mile away and only 400 foot of up, which I've noticed. I think it was yesterday morning I said that my legs had no strength. I don't think that's it. I think whenever it gets to a certain steepness, it's no longer my legs doing the lifting, it's my glutes. So that just means my butt is tired. I'm never going to make it to town. I keep wanting to show you stuff. So this thing is massive. Let's see if I can crawl up here. Give you a hiker for scale just how wide it is. Can you see that? Anyway, I thought it was cool. I like big rocks and I like big trees. The incline has gotten pretty gradual, so I'm not sure. I don't think there's a sign at the actual Mammoth Pass. I'm getting pretty close. Going around like that. I had several people pass me going the other way. And in the notes, somebody had said, easy to follow trail, blazed with blue diamonds. And I was like, man, I haven't seen a blue diamond on a blaze for a while. And then I realized the diamonds were put so that people could see them when there was a lot of snow. So, just thought that was kind of cool. So I thought I was in the John Muir Wilderness, and who knows. Anyway, it looks like that was the pass, or I went over the pass, because I got downhill. Got to be like just a mile to the trailhead, and it's the Horshoe Lake campground that it's at. And I think that might be Horshoe Lake over there. I should really look at the map before I go making statements like that. This is McCloud Lake. And talk to somebody else. They do think that yellow stuff that I've been seeing is pollen. But it's pretty. Got to be less than a quarter mile from the trailhead. And I just passed a PCT hiker heading the other direction. Which tells me I just missed the bus. That's alright. Just a half-hour wait. And I got cell signal. Which if I didn't have cell signal, I probably would have been down there in time. Well, I'm down here. I was way less than a quarter mile. In 2017, it seems like I remember them talking about a beetle killing off a certain type of pine or spruce or something. I'm wondering if that's what killed all these trees, because it doesn't look like a fire. I don't know, but the ground's pretty bare. Maybe it was. So this is really cool that the town of Mammoth Lakes has this. And I'm not sure. It's a quarter till. Does that mean I got 15 minutes before I get picked up? Or 45? Anyway. Find a shady spot, sit down the pack, and relax. Well, I made it to Mammoth. I think I know where I want to stay tonight. So I'm going to start walking that way, find a restaurant I can sit down and eat and make my other plans. It's kind of noisy. So I think I could have gotten that burger as a single, been okay, but I feel a lot better. And one thing I do remember about Mammoth is just, it's kind of spread out. I've got 7/10 of a mile, and they do have a bus system, but I think I could get there faster just by walking. And there's a lot of road construction going on too. I'm going to the Motel 6, because Motel 6 has been pretty good to me most towns. But they've got a hot tub. And they weren't that much more expensive than the Hotel 6. And I would already be there by now. You know, I really think I stayed there last time. Well, you'll notice a lot of similarities between other Motel 6s I've been in, but one of the big ones is this one is much better maintained than that one in Big Bear. So, got a decent price, decent for the area, and gonna get cleaned up and then get to work on my to-do list. Luckily, because I edited videos a couple of nights, I've got a couple of videos ready to go and I can start them uploading while I'm showering. One thing I do like about Mammoth Lakes is their public transport makes it very easy to get around town since everything is so spread out. So I'm about to hop a ride on the trolley for a mile, hit the outfitter, do my resupply, and then hopefully get back to the room and be packed up ready to go tomorrow. It'd be the first time this trip, but you never know, it's got to happen eventually. Well, I think I got 4 days of food. You can't hear me, it's windy. Looks like it's ready to rain. So I'm gonna go get the bus stop, check the weather, and I think all I need to do left is get a fuel canister. I had forgotten to get a fuel canister, but this place was close to the Motel 6. Real friendly folks in there. You know, I'm a talker. I could have been in there for hours. Also got some new snow baskets because it doesn't look like I'm going to be done with snow right away. I'm out of the room. I've got stuff to mail home through the post office. And then it took a long time to upload videos last night. Whether I was on 5G or the Wi-Fi. So I think it must have been a thing with YouTube. So I think I've got at least one more video to edit and upload. And then I need to get out of town and onto trail. So it's Friday the 14th, and I just dropped off my package at the post office, and I've got stuff to do, and I need a place to do it. And there's a lot of neat little restaurants around in town, but a lot of them are pricey. And there's a Carl Jr. 3/4 of a mile in the opposite direction from where I'll go to get out of town. I'm going to catch a trolley to go there, because Carl Jr. has always been good to me on this trip, so usually I can sit in there and hang out for a while.